Hi, ladies. Hi, gentlemen. This is a response Q&A tag to Wifeycakes. She did a Q&A, and I'm responding to it because she tagged me. And I actually want to say this is visually my first tag response. The first time somebody tagged me, at least, besides saying, oh, everybody could join the tag. So there's three questions, and I don't have video editor, so if I do tag somebody or something like that, I'll probably just type the questions, I guess, at the bottom. So anyway, the first question is, and I'm reading off the paper that I wrote the questions down, so my eyes gonna be over here. And yeah, I just got off work, so you know, I'm chilling right now with my little water in the background. So the first question says, what do you do when you know information that should be told to someone by someone else? And basically how she broke it down was basically you being the third party, knowing something about somebody or knowing something about what somebody did, but you're supposed to know. Yeah. Anyway, the example she gave was like, for example, like somebody getting fired. Like if I was to know, if the boss was to tell me that so and so isn't doing a good job, and I know my friend or I know somebody, the person that's getting fired, would I tell them? And another example was like somebody being cheated on. Let's say it's your friend or your sister or a brother or something like that. You know, is it your responsibility to tell that person? And truthfully speaking, I've probably been the third party socially so many times I probably cannot even count on both of my fingers. Honestly, and being probably like between the ages maybe of probably like 13 through 16, I probably didn't say anything, and she also had like some responses. A, do you tell them anyway? And then B, it says tell everyone else but the person. For example, if you know somebody ate your last, if somebody, just ate some ice cream and it was yours and you the first one that bought it and you asking everybody like, hey, who ate my ice cream? And nobody else saying nothing, but you know that person mad, you go to everybody else, you think so and so mad if I ate they ice cream or if they found out it was me? So, and C is till, it says what? Oh, basically don't tell nobody and then act surprised. Well, let me just say, I'm going to pick A, B, and C. Immaturely, again, when I was probably like 13 to 16, I did them all. I did A, B, and C. I told the person anyway, about something that probably was going on. For example, she did give an example about the cheating thing. That case has been around me for the longest. My thing is now, maturely, I want to treat people how I want, how I want to be treated. If my friend knows that my dude is, or husband, or somebody I'm talking to, heavenly, or my court mate, excuse me, is cheating, or is spending a little more time with someone, or flirting, just something like that. Just keep it 100. Just say, hey, just say it in a way where I know that you compassionate about it and you feel where I'm coming from if it was you. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's kind of like how my response is if you got what I said. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I that's the way I just could break it down. I probably, yes, I would tell the person now. I would probably tell them beating around the bush because that's how I am. I'm not a blunt person. Call me what you want. Sometimes that's just not who I am. I probably would definitely beat around the bush, but I'll tell the person because I wouldn't want to see nobody get hurt. If somebody was cheating on them, especially knowing back in the day and I didn't do it, and then when that person find out and they come talk to you about it, and it's just like, dang, like I knew this was gonna happen. But then it's like, again, sometimes though, like sometimes when you tell some people something, they take it the wrong way, and but that's beside the point. At the end of the day, it's on you to tell them. Basically that's kind of like what I'm learning, especially in the ministry I'm in. It's kind of like it's on you to tell them. If I know about heaven and I see you going down a hellish way, it's my responsibility to tell you, how to get to that secret place, how to get to heaven, how to, have that in your life, which that's something I'm working on with a lot of people right now. But anyway, that's another venting time. This is responses, so I'm going to stick to the questions. Okay, so question number 2. So basically the answer for number 1 was yes, I'll tell them, but I'll tell them in a way that I feel comfortable to tell them because I will want somebody to tell me. I would tell them. But now if they was getting fired, I'll tell them. I would also tell them to be quiet because at least if they get fired, they get unemployment. You see what I'm saying? But if they just quit, they don't get nothing. So I'll tell them how to, I'll tell them how to peak game. I'll be like, hey, look, so-and-so came to me yesterday and they was just talking about how you was doing your job and it wasn't right. They thinking about firing you. What you gonna do? As soon as they be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna go off. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, okay? I done been fired. Let me keep it 100, YouTube and friends and Wifeycakes, Tiff, missionary Tiff. Let me keep it real, child. I done been fired a few times, not once, not twice. I done been fired a few times, and not not because of some other stuff. It was just because performance or just random things. And I'm not gonna lie, immaturely I done went off on a couple of people, but that's not that's not who I am. But anyway, and by that I mean like, anyway. But hey, I lost my train of thought. Sitting up here talking about going off on somebody. And that ain't even me. But anyway, getting out, I done got my unemployment when these bosses, then fired me off over some silly stuff. So I would tell them, hey, stick in there, you're going to get your money. Especially if you put in hours at full-time, at full-time jobs. Maybe you just not, picking up the pace how they want you to, or maybe somebody trying to get their family members in, which is the cases that happen, to clear that up. Now, but anyway, the second question, and I spent a long time on that first question. Anyway, I'm trying to speak to these other two. The second question is, do you ever have inappropriate thoughts about other people's adult life? And we all know that's sex life. Okay? So, I know you're like, why are you whispering? I don't know, it's just uncomfortable to talk about sometimes. But anyway, the answer to that question, bluntly, will probably be yes. Beating around the bush in my interpretation and my responses, I'm going to say I have done that a lot of times, and the only thing I could probably say to that is ill. And I don't mean that as in, as in like, oh, those people are nasty because they, they did the stuff. Hey, I came from somebody doing the stuff, the stuff. But having thoughts about when people, how they do that, it is weird because I don't know. I don't even want to get into it because it's uncomfortable to talk about because it's just, I don't know, it's weird. But and then I don't know how to say it without probably spending 20 minutes just talking on about that, and then getting right to the point within 2 to 3 minutes. So I hope that bluntly and a little bit of beating around the bush answered your question. Again, that's yes, I have thought about that inappropriately, and in my beat around the bush interpretation, ill. Let me just say that. It's just because of, I know it's natural, and it's things that it's stuff that we do. Like again I said, we came from it. Except for Christ because he was born in the spirit. But I'm definitely just gonna keep it probably at that because as a missionary, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me to talk about stuff like that, and but not the stuff. I'm just not in a married state of mind to be like, oh yeah, okay, no, that's later down the line because your girl, yeah, she got tricks for when marriage comes. Anyway, so The third question is which which one is worse? Opening other people's food or eating the last of it? Hmm. Because I probably have done both again, I am, and people have done it to me several times, and I do mean several times, but hey, I'm definitely gonna say eating the last of it. And one of the examples that she did give was if you know it's the last in a refrigerator, or you know it's the last in a cabinet, or you know it's the last of something. It's like my best friend. You know, I know she eat Oreos. This girl eat Oreos like it is no tomorrow. Like I kid y'all not, she's very petite, very smart, but this girl will eat a whole pack of Oreos like it's nothing. And I'll be like, E, what is you doing? But if she be like, oh yeah, you can have some, I always ask her, like, when we ask for some, and right now I'm on this fast, and I'm the spiritual colon cleanse fast, and I'm doing that the sizzling, the the 8 week summer sizzling challenge by Diva Slim Down. But back in a few months ago, when she say, when I asked her, can I have some her Oreos, she know I'm asking for at least a roll or a half a roll of that whole pack. So if they not open and she say, yeah, you can have some, she know what I'm going to get. It just depends on who house I'm at. I guess it just depends on the type of setting I'm in. It just depends on who it is. I'm not just gonna go to a friend that's probably, somebody else's friend, and they offered everybody something like, oh, welcome, just making stuff at home, anything in my refrigerator you can have and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just how I was raised, and I know that's something we probably have to, break, because we should be able to do that sometimes. But if I know it's the last of what somebody got, like, I don't know. It's that Holy Spirit inside of me. Let me not say something in me. That Holy Spirit inside of me really just, lets me know, like, hey, that's the last of what so and so got. But I would do it in a smooth way if when somebody is offering something and you don't want to make them feel like you too good for their stuff, because some people do get that feeling where you just like, oh, so you don't want none of my food. And you don't want to have to let them go. You don't want to have that friends. How many of us have them? And he be talking about how the person's food ain't that good. But anyway, hopefully it's not the case. But no, on a serious tip though, um, yeah, for me it's definitely eating the last of somebody's stuff, because I know how hard I work sometimes, and at my job, sometimes you really don't have all that you can, and you get that last little bit of food, or you get that last little bit of, it could be laundry detergent, something, whatever, even dish liquid or tissue, and that's a whole nother ooh, that's a whole nother Q&A. Tissue, dish liquid. Um. Anyways, but no. Seriously. Yeah. If I know my people, if it's all they got, like, I'm not gonna do that. Especially going to a family member house. Even then, it's sometimes there's no at your family house you get so comfortable. You'll mess around and eat everything up in there. But I just would want somebody to respect me enough to just say, hey, I see. Or if I tell somebody to go get some water, all right, because I think I'm starting to take too long. Dang. See, I beat around the bush, y'all. So, if you watch this whole video, power to y'all. Thank y'all for watching the whole thing. But anyway, the thing about me is, what I would probably do is, I would hint that person and let them know that I don't have it like that, but I'll offer it. I don't know. Even if it's my last, like, I didn't have so many situations come, and even some recent, where I would make a meal and probably would not even eat, and I'll make sure other people ate. But I'll be like, oh, no, it's okay. I was gonna make this anyway. I wanted to eat this tonight, knowing I really wanted my tacos. But hey, I'm basically saying I know how somebody feel like when you offer somebody something. You will know when somebody really just like, oh, you can have some, or or it's just like, oh yeah, you can have some, yeah, oh yeah, don't bother, it's okay, I'll get some more. You can kind of tell, you can kind of sense when people, just like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go get some then, and about maybe opening somebody's stuff first. I don't mind. If I know if I got a whole bag of chips, or if I got a whole bag of Oreos, if I got a whole bag of anything, hey, yeah, you can open it. Slide me one of them while you at it. Go ahead. I don't expect for somebody else to do it, but I would. If I just bought it, hey, that's when I'm really generous. You will know when I'm really generous, because I let them know instantly. I'll be like, oh yeah, you got some, y'all. Hey, help yourself. If you see my cabinets in my refrigerator full, I mean, I share a house with 5 other people, but if you see my side full, you're welcome to have anything you want to. But right now, I ain't even got that much company, because they know all I'm eating is fruits and vegetables. That's how you know when somebody want to come over your house. So you will know. Let me tell y'all. But yeah. So I took a little longer than what I expected. I told y'all I beat around the bush. I blabber. I have a lot of energy. I came home from work. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start another video so I can respond to something else. And again, this was a response tag from Wifeycakes. So thanks, Tiff, for tagging me. Again, this was my first tag. So I'm excited to answer it, and I hope my answers was good. In Jesus' name. So you guys have a blessed day, though, and I'm finished drinking my water and eating on my ice. And I will talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.